Queens.
From all of us at News Channel 5, happy holiday.
Tonight, guess who came to dinner? The defense secretary makes a surprise trip to Iraq to show the troops he cares. The Christmas Eve crunch, whether by land or by air, it's a struggle for many headed home for the holiday. What's in your computer? Online identity thieves may be in there, fishing for your secrets. It's Friday's Consumer Alert. And he may not look much like Santa, but he's giving plenty to American troops spending Christmas hospitalized in Iraq.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
And good evening. Dan is off tonight. I'm John Roberts. If terrorists in Iraq were out to make a point this Christmas Eve, they did so in spectacular fashion. A bomb planted in a butane tanker truck exploded in a huge fireball tonight in an affluent West Baghdad neighborhood. At least 3 Iraqis were killed and more than a dozen hurt, most of them suffering burns. The blast occurred just hours after Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld left Baghdad. He was in Iraq for a tour of U.S. bases, a tour kept secret until it was underway. Correspondent Kimberly Dozier reports.
It was a welcome surprise for American troops under siege. A whirlwind tour of Iraq's hotspots by the U.S. Defense Secretary, starting with soldiers in Mosul still reeling from this week's deadly suicide attack.
You've seen the evil up close and personal, so you know the danger that poses.
He told them there'd been setbacks, but that the insurgency can be beaten.
There is no doubt in my mind, but that this is achievable.
And the man accused of overlooking the needs of his soldiers made sure no one got left out.
Even though you up there, who I keep forgetting to look at, and I want to include because I'm deeply grateful to all of you.
It was also a chance to honor the troops' sacrifices and show military families that he does care after the controversy over his failure to personally sign letters of condolence for the fallen of Iraq.
God bless you. Thank you.
Last time Rumsfeld met with troops in Kuwait, one soldier, prompted by a reporter, asked that question, why many of their trucks still aren't armored.
As you know, you go to war with the army you have.
This time, it was a smaller group of soldiers, and there were no sticky questions.
How do we win the war in the media? How do we win the propaganda war?
That does not sound like a question that was planted by the press.
But the issue of whether the troops have what they need won't go away, as patrols keep taking hits.
Keep going, keep going.
It's given one National Guardsman, who's a full-time artist back home, a lot of material to work with.
It was a good way to release some tension, I guess.
The caption on this one, with Rumsfeld standing behind an armored podium, reads, "What are you, chicken?" In another, an Iraqi says, "I hate American." The soldier comments, "At least their English is starting to improve." The secretary is here to tell soldiers like Sergeant Brokaw he understands it's a tough uphill fight.
What you're doing is important. I think the American people get it.
This was a chance to show the men he commands that he gets it too. Kimberly Dozier, CBS News, Baghdad.
This will not be a joyous Christmas for the families of 18 Americans, most of them U.S. Army troops, killed in Tuesday's suicide bomb attack on their base near Mosul. Correspondent Jerry Bowen has that story.
Grief hung as heavy as the Christmas Eve fog along the main road to Fort Lewis, Washington, home base to nearly half the soldiers lost in the Mosul explosion. 23-year-old Staff Sergeant Robert Johnson of Castro Valley, California, was among them. It was his father who got the awful news at the family home.
And I just screamed out, "No, no, no," and I just ran upstairs and just hoping for it to go away, and it didn't.
Across country